Let's do it. Nah, nah, no, 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 no. Nah, real talk, YouTube, what's good? We are about to pregame on some Battle of the Gods Dragon Ball Z because you know what? Tonight, it's going down. We're about to look at the English dub version of Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F featuring Frieza. It's gonna go down. Joe. Words. Money.
Hey, what's up out there, YouTube? I'm sorry that I was unaware that the camera was on my face. But now that I'm aware of your presence, YouTube, great to see you. Yeah, we turned up in here, as you can see, up in the layer. This is where all the magic, the mad scientist crap happens. Yeah. I'll let you know.
Here that they can't tell me. We about to look at Dragon Ball Z. So, it's time. We go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. Let's go. Da 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 da. It's going down. We about to look at this Battle of the Gods real quick. Just want to give y'all a quick update. He got them cheese doodles and that. What the heck is that? Why does that look like Shaq?
In a little known corner of the earth.
Ooh, looking at that Dragon Ball Z dog. Pre-gaming. We'll be back. Hopefully y'all enjoy our review tonight. Laters. We up in here, yo. This is Dragon Ball Z. Look at this crowd. It's completely sold out for Dragon Ball Z. This is the second theater that's actually sold out. We've been looking at Battle of the Gods. We just got back here. We're ready to go and check this out. Watch for our review tonight. Later, YouTube. Words. Just watch it. Later. Hey, what's going on there, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube? What's going out there, everybody in the virtual world? Technically, the real world. Yeah, bro.
I didn't make it.
What?
I didn't make it. I needed to tap another
I see
level.
some gold hairs on your head.
Nah, it's just like dandruff. What's going on there, YouTube? This is JVS. We're bringing y'all with this exclusive hit. This is a brand new review of a movie that is history in the making. Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, coming off of basically the sequel of Battle of the Gods, featuring Beerus and Wise, Super Saiyan God form, the first time they actually did it. We were actually able to see, today is August the 4th, the first showing of the English dub version of this movie. I think a lot of people have already watched it ahead of time in Japanese form. I didn't want to spoil myself at all. I haven't been looking at any of the trailers. I've only seen like one clip, and that was from the first time I saw it, and I was like, man, what is this? Why is Frieza gold? That's all I knew. And this movie, they took it there. They really did take it there. It brought me back to this nostalgic feel of how Dragon Ball Z, in spite of its filler moments that lagged on forever, in spite of like 3 or 14 episodes it took for just one transformation, the movies have always been consistent, and the show has always been impactful to the youth of all ages. When we actually tried to go to the movie, it was sold out in 2 different theaters. We went to this last one, and we barely made it there on time. It completely filled out. And I think I heard that they said they actually sold out as well. So this is going to have a big impact for the US, hopefully. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into this review, you know what I'm saying? So
That rhymes.
Oh, word, it is.
Without further ado, let's get into this review.
Ooh.
We should coin that.
We should really coin
We're
that.
coining that. Alright, so nobody use that.
Yeah,
This is us.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna write it down, put it in the mail, and then mail it back to myself, and then it's ours. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so yeah, the visuals and the art form and animation. Okay, that's the first thing we'll talk about. Towards the latter part of this, we will go into heavy spoilers. So just to let you know, we will give you a heads up. We'll kind of be like, "Come here, me out," or something like that, and we'll let you know when we're gonna go into the spoilers. But anyway, the animation, the look, and the feel of this, I felt it was really good. I felt like the art style, the penmanship, it had the maker's hand on it. You know what I'm saying? Like it had this kind of feel for all the character animations. But one of the things I did like is the fight sequences. They had a perfect blend of CG animation and like practical art and penmanship illustration. Like there was like certain scenes that was like really funny and really like nostalgic feeling. But then there were certain moments I was like, man, they took this from something to a different level, because it kind of made me feel like it was more up to date, and it made it feel like it was like more practical, like how the actual sequences are going. Especially, you know how like in Dragon Ball Z, when they're going really fast and you hear like pow, 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 pow. Like the certain moments when you see that, those flashes, it's a different feeling when you see that in the movie theater. Cause when you hear it, it's like, oh, this is heavenly. You know what I mean? Like it's different seeing it on the TV versus seeing the theater. That's why I'm really recommending people go see it. But as far as the penmanship, as far as the animation, even the songs that they actually use, they use one heavy metal song.
It actually was two.
Oh, towards
I don't know
the
if it
middle,
was the same
and the
song. It might have been the same song, but
I don't think
I don't
so.
know. Yeah, no, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Because in the beginning, like they had one
Specifically for Frieza.
when Frieza resurfaced.
Yeah.
And how they did that, I was like, oh, this give me hype. People were going like, yeah! I was like, oh snap! Like the whole crowd, y'all. Whenever you go to the see this joint, no matter where you see it, you will get fans out there. I promise you. But as far as the animation, as far as the music is concerned, I actually really liked it. I loved how they did the penmanship. I could tell the art form was there. I could tell that they kept it up to date, but not like try to reinvent the wheel. You know what I'm saying? So I give that about like a 9 out of 10. But what did you think about the animation, as far as the penmanship, as far as how they did the fight sequences or anything like that?
It was really well done. It was. They stepped up their game from Battle of the Gods. They stepped their game up from that one.
You could tell.
Yeah, but I mean, Battle of the Gods was really well done as well. But this one had tweaked it in some areas. And it was evident, so it was really good. It was really good as far as that. In the theater, y'all, was packed. It was packed in there, full of fans, and pretty much it was a great experience.
Yeah, it was. I couldn't believe. I mean, all different races, all different sizes, all different ages. People that were dressed like me, people that were dressed as fans, like everybody there was just in the moment. And I mean, to hear it audibly in like the theater, it's a whole different kind of experience, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you ain't got people like boo or no, like people were in it, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole different potent kind of feeling. But no, I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Oh no, you good. But you know, going to this movie, like if someone was to ask me, like, was it worth the hype? I would say yes. Yes, it is.
Yes.
A reason being, because like one thing going to this movie, I was kind of concerned with the story, you know, like, or even not even with the story, but okay, so you just got Goku in the previous, movie, went to God form. I was like, how do you even? Who's left for him to fight?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, what's the
how
step
you gonna
up
throw
after
Frieza back in the mix now?
Yeah.
Out of all. But they actually do a really good job of explaining everything and actually putting attention to Goku's weaknesses if he has any. You know what I'm saying? And that's very interesting to watch as well.
Yeah.
But like I said, the hype is definitely there. Going out to watch it, I highly recommend it. Is it worth the money? Definitely.
Yeah.
As far as the story is concerned,
Oh, we ain't even got there yet.
Oh,
We're going to
talk about?
I want to talk about the voice acting.
The voice acting.
Because the thing is, I mean, you could take like this franchise in and of itself, put it up anywhere, a poster, like a drawing. People know what a Super Saiyan is. People know what a Kamehameha is. People know what a Dragon Ball is, you know, just practically by itself. But they could have taken like just a whole bunch of action clip, reverbed them, added new technology, and then kind of put it out there. But if they didn't have the original voice actors, if they didn't have the original kind of feel and pacing, then it wouldn't have gone anywhere. One of the things I really felt like they excelled at with this one is they took the characters that I knew from my past and they added on not just dialogue but story to them. They made them grow. And I think that plays out with not just the story, but it has to go with the voice acting, because there are certain moments where like you're dealing with like Beerus or Wise and they're talking with Vegeta, or like you're talking with Goku, and you can hear these certain dialogues that are going up, and I was like, wow, this is a total different switch. But the voice actors, you can tell that they're in it, you know, because it's like they kind of brought with this situation, like, man, I didn't know this about myself, or man, I didn't know this situation. Even like when they had Bulma, like Bulma got introduced to this new character in there, that's kind of like this police guardian, and like he's just so sarcastic and different, and he's different than most of the characters I've seen, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, they could have just kind of recycled somebody random, but they added a whole other character that like, he was sarcastically fun, but he was really different too, you know? And I mean, for them to be able to do that, they had to have the certain kind of voice actor to be able to do that, you know what I'm saying? And for me, this is the English dub version. If we don't talk about the voice acting, it doesn't even matter, because of course the Japanese is gonna be better, because that's where it started up. That's where they're actually mimicking the trademark from. So the only English actors can do is to reverb it in a way that is applicable. And I mean, even with Frieza, I feel like I like this voice better than I like the original voice for Frieza, because I felt the real struggle that Frieza was going through. Especially the first and second act, I was like, the way that he's kind of like, this vibe that I'm feeling, I'm like, all right, I'm feeling that fear that I felt when I was little, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what is this man really capable of? Like, how ruthless is he gonna be? And then not just that, when he actually does reach a certain plateau in this movie, like, you're like, oh, flip, like, anything can go down. And I feel like I give that a credit to the original voice actors coming back and doing their job. If they hadn't done it in the way that they did for English dub, it would have kind of been crap, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Or especially if they didn't add back the original ones. I think they took some from the Ocean version, I think they took some from the original, but either way, like, everybody, their presence was good. I mean, everybody. But what do you think about the voice acting as far as you're concerned?
One thing I admire about this franchise is that the voice actors' commitment to the characters.
Yeah.
Cause how long Dragon Ball Z has been going on, man, and you know, it's still a lot of the same voice actors, man, and like, and even though it's dubbed over, it's like those voices are what I like staple with these characters. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like I don't even watch it. I'm like, I'm watching a dubbed version. Like I don't know, because I grew up with it, or
It's got to be.
just because like just each character is iconic, and the voice actors for each character are, you know what I'm saying, they are just as big of icons just because of their dedication to the characters.
Yeah. I mean, it's like the guy, who was it, Sean Shamil, that plays the voice actor for Goku. Like, how do you do that for that long? I mean, even like, I think it was his name, is Christopher Sabat. He is the voice for Piccolo and Vegeta. These are two distinct voices. These are totally different.
I didn't even know that.
And I mean, like, Vegeta in this one, we haven't gotten to the sports session yet, but he gets a lot of dialogue in this one, and it really surprised me. But either way, like I said, I enjoyed the voice acting for this one.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good. But yeah, you wanted to go into the story. The story for me, I really enjoyed it, because I practically didn't know how it was going to work. Because based on the trailer, all I knew is that they brought Frieza back, he had a new form, and then they're going to fight him. But I was like, okay, they just reached Super Saiyan God form. Why would they fight something like Frieza? Like, mentally, that's what I'm thinking about. Like, why would they fight something that they can easily beat? You know what I'm saying? And, like, how it all plays out, I thought was really well done. But it wasn't just that, because they added characters that meant something. You know what I'm saying? Like, the characters that even, like, try to help bring Frieza back to fruition, or even like the character we kind of described that was kind of like the Guardian, adding him in the fold. But then Beerus and Wise, their presence there, it added so much more volume because you still don't know what these guys are capable of or who they are. There are questions that happen in this show, like Goku's like, man, who are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, they were training with them. It was one of the statements I think Vegeta was the one that asked, is like, wait, you can do all this, who and what are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you have to ask a question like that from the most powerful beings in the universe, like, that is adding weight to the story, because now you're like, okay, I don't know what this is. I don't know how this happened, but I know it just happened in front of me. So when are we going to get into their part? When are they going to get to their dialogue? Even like characters like Gohan in this one. Like, even though there are certain things I don't like about the way that they presented Gohan in this one, some of the things that happened towards the latter act, I felt like were done a certain kind of way for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And I think that this is all going to play out later on in the TV show. But I felt like they did a really good job with the story. I felt like the action was paced really well, with the action coming in off of how it all started. You know what I'm saying? But what was the favorite parts of the story that you like, I guess? So we about to go into spoilers real soon.
As far as the story is concerned, I like how they reintroduced Frieza, and I like how they, you know, threw Frieza in, because like you said, you know, with Goku hitting that high level he's at, you know what I'm saying? It's like how would you throw Frieza back in the mix, and him being an actual opponent to where we as viewers will actually watch and be entertained for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
They do a good job of that, and they do a good job as far as telling the story of how, like, or like why he's like getting this new form, and like pretty much like how after all these years is he back now.
Yeah.
So they do a pretty good job of that, and not only that, but just pretty much as far as like a resolution towards the end of this, I feel resolved. So
yeah, I do too.
So as far as story, I really, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good story.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, as far as the rating is concerned for the movie, out of all the Dragon Ball Z movies, this might be one of the best ones. I think that's gonna have to rate it. As far as an animated feature, I've seen movies that had a lot more action. I've seen movies that had probably deeper stories, but this is Dragon Ball Z. This is nostalgia at its best, because to have all these people come culminated at once, this defined a nation. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as action fans, anime fans in its entirety. And did this movie deliver for me as a payoff, as being a fan and as a moviegoer and as a reviewer? It did. And it's like, I guess because of that, I can't give it anything less than a 8.5 or a 9 out of 10. Like, I really enjoyed everything that I experienced through this movie. Even though this is not the best movie in the world, for its genre and for what it is and how it was presented to me, I thought that it was, even like the beginning of it, it showed the actual voice actors. It showed like how they went through the process of everything. Towards the end, it showed a lot more other stuff, how they did certain scenes and all the different people that were involved. There was even the end cutscene. Check out after the end. But I guess I'm gonna have to give this an 8.5 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. I actually really enjoyed it. But yeah, what are your thoughts as far as trying to give it a rating? Because we're about to go into spoilers.
As far as a rating, I have to rate it for what it is. Because I know, like, if you don't like Dragon Ball Z, you're not gonna like the movie, of course.
No.
But I mean, if you're a fan of Dragon Ball Z, like, you'll love this movie.
Yeah.
And I think they did the job that the writers, voice actors, animators wanted to do. They hit on all levels. So I have to give it a 9.
I'm gonna keep it at a 9 too.
Yeah, so I have to give it a 9 overall.
Alright, y'all. It's that time. We're about to go into this spoiler section. So anybody that does not want to be spoiled for Dragon Ball Z, Resurrection F, leave now, forever hold your peace. Leave a like if you actually like this part of the review that we're already done. Thanks everybody for subscribing and watching, but we're about to go into spoilers full score. Kamehameha!